Happy Thursday and welcome to a live launch here on Hunky Dory Craft TV. We are getting crazy about envelopes today with our Christmas and essential envelope making booklet. I'm not on my own today though. My name is Natalie Eagleton. Forgot my name for a second. I will be hosting the show today. Lisa is producing. Good morning, Lisa. How are you?
I'm not so bad.
How are you dealing with the heat?
I want winter now.
Yeah, I want winter now too. We can't really complain though because we've only had some for 2 days.
True.
And then over in the demonstration station, we thought it'd be funny because she's never made an envelope before to really test her today. Stacey's back. Good morning, Stace.
I don't know whether I'm hot from the heat or hot from stress.
I know. I'm very.
Oh, don't worry, I've been practicing.
I'm very, very excited, and I think it's just a good thing to show that it doesn't matter what your skill set is. It doesn't matter if you've never done this before. Following that handbook, it is really, really easy to be able to make these projects.
It is, honestly. Tuesday after I did my demo in here,
Yeah.
I got out, I read the book. I've never made an envelope on this scoreboard ever. Like, that is the truth. And now I'm a pro.
Were you really proud of yourself?
I was very proud. I was like, look at this! And everyone was like, it's just an envelope.
You were like, yeah, but I've made it.
I made this envelope.
Before we get to Stacey's fantastic envelope making, let's have a look at this week's Win It Weekly. It's a good one this week. We are giving 4 lucky winners the chance to win our essential colour block pads in our beautiful Christmas colours. So you are going to get your classic Christmas in matte and in silk, and you're also going to get your frosted Christmas in matte and in silk. These are 48 sheet pads. They are perfect because they have the essential colours in for all of your crafting needs. They're worth £31.96. 4 lucky winners. All you need to do is answer this question. Like, share and comment roughly how many miles does Santa travel per second when delivering presents? Is it A, 1,800 miles? Is it B, 2,300 miles? Or is it C, 3,900 miles? You need to like, share and comment to be in with the chance of winning. And we will announce the winners on tomorrow's show. Okay, let's have a look then, shall we? Do we have a little VT? Oh, let's have a look at this then. How cool is that? We really challenged Amy. This was one of the first things she did when she started here at Hunky Dory, and we said we're going to bring out a new envelope making book and we need some new projects that are completely different from the last projects we had in our previous envelope making book. So she went away with some cardstock and she made some fantastic projects that we have for you inside this brand new book alongside all of the original and essential detailings. It's really, really great. So let's start off with our envelope making collection, because I think this is something that everyone is going to be getting. So we have got for you the fantastic papers. You are going to get 48 sheets of these, and these are 12.5 by 12.5 inches. You're then going to get your envelope corner notch and punch, and then we are also giving you that brand new envelope making project book. This is just £26.97, and with this book and these papers you have the ability to be able to make 48 is it 48, 46, 48 fantastic envelopes that are beautifully designed. I'll run you through everything individually, starting off with that book because it is really fantastic. So you have in here a wealth of knowledge. It's just $7.99 to get your hands on this brand new book. You've got loads of things included in here. You've got all the essentials, so we're going to show you with photographs how to make all of your square envelopes with your graph to be able to follow that really, really easily. You've got all of your standard rectangle sizes there. with the graph, so they run from your A5 all the way down to sort of like your 3 by 1.5, so super tiny envelopes, perfect for those Tooth Fairy cards. You've got how to make box envelopes, which is really easy to do. You've got how to create wax seals, because we do have a brand new wax seal die, so stay tuned to see that in the other parts of the show. How to create address labels, because they're going to be really easy to do now. We've got all of our stickables, how to put linings in the front of your card. Then we've got things like how to use your little books to be able to dress up your envelopes and make them match with the cards you've been making, using your stamps and using your dies alongside it. And then we've got so many incredible projects that you could be making once you've learnt the skills of your envelope. So we've got sort of like surprise box envelopes, we've got shaker card envelopes in here, we've got wedding envelopes, and this one is different from the style that we had in our first envelope making book. We've got a gorgeous little pull out which has all of your sort of like little spaces to be able to keep designs in. We've got a really cool scrapbook in here that I created with all of our photos from our holiday in. We've got letters to Santa, so you could be making like a really nice thing that you keep every single year. We've got the incredible envelope box, which is so easy to put together. You know, when I looked at doing this, I was like, wow, that is really cool. You've got a little advent calendar there. You've got place settings in here. You've got a little book that folds out, and it creates like an ornament that you can kind of like, you could have it spinning if you wanted to, with loads of photographs on it. It's really clever. And then of course we've got the incredible chocolate box, which if you're like me and there was ones you get from the store at Christmas just last you half an hour, this is going to be perfect, because you can get 4 120 chocolate bar grams in there, and that is enough chocolate to last you at least a few days, definitely more than just half an hour though. So that is your envelope making project book, £7.99, and that is basically what you need, because that has all the knowledge to be able to show you how to make your envelopes. Then we're going to give you your Christmas making papers. Now we have a few selections of papers available for you, so shop ahead on the website, because we've not only got these brand new Christmas papers, but we've got our essential papers as well, which have all of the fun designs in, and we've got brand new white envelope making papers. But these are our brand new Christmas making papers. There's 8 designs in here. You've got the gorgeous snowflakes there with all those flourishes. You have also got the lights, those gorgeous Christmas lights. I love this design. It's so cute. We've got the postage labels, which I am so happy that we put this in here. It's super cute. You've got the hollies and berries. You've got little snowflakes on there. You've also got a stamp which has got Santa Claus riding through the sky. It says, Dear Santa, Santa's special delivery. You've got North Pole on there, handle with care, delivered by the December the 25th. So if you're making letters to Santa, this is going to be really special to be able to create your envelopes with, to make sure that they arrive. You've got your poinsettia, so you are going to get sort of doubles of all of these. You're going to get 6 of all of the designs I'm showing you. You've got the gorgeous hollies and berries, we've got the stars for you, and then you've also got your candy cane stripes, which is one of my favourites. This is great to mix and match with ordinary colours to make some fun projects with. And then you've also got this gorgeous one which says Noel and has the most beautiful little background music notes in there. So $14.99 to get your hands on those papers, and they're perfect for anybody. People that like to scrapbook, we know that you love your 12 by 12s, and these are going to be a little bit larger, being that half an inch wider, to be able to get your 8 by 8s in there. It's absolutely fantastic, a definite must, because these are your consumables. These are what we're going to be using. This is what you need to get more of. Then we've also got your notch corner and rounder punch. Stacey's going to show you in more detail exactly how this works, but this is a 2-in-1 punch, which creates your sort of notches for your envelopes, and then you also have that rounded edge just to curve sort of the tops off, just to make it look a little bit more fancy. We also have you, which we think is really essential as well, is a multi-buy. So for those people that have already had our envelope making papers and books before, you'll already have a punch. So if you don't want to get your punch, we have got a little multi-buy for you, where you're going to get your fantastic papers, and you're going to get the brand new handbook. And this is coming down to £17.98, which means you are paying just £3 for this book.
That's
It's
madness.
crazy, isn't it?
I'd pay that just for them papers because of how big they are and how usable they are.
I know.
Because you don't have to make envelopes with
No,
them.
you could be using these
Make
on
cards with them.
all
Yeah.
sorts. And they are a beautiful sort of matte paper. So we could be using our inks on here. You could be stamping some of your cute stamps on there. But absolutely fantastic. And I love the fact that we've done a little mini deal so that if you've already got your punch, you can grab your hands on this one. And for under £18 we're getting a book, and we're getting all the papers that we need to be able to make those fantastic elements. So let me show you a few card models, and then we definitely have to go to Stacey, because if anyone's watching who's never made envelopes before or has never done anything like this, this is definitely one to watch. So this is our fantastic shaker card frame using that envelope. It's really, really cute. We've got a little book page in there and some of those snow baubles on. I love this idea as well. So this has been made a little bit differently, which I think is really, really exciting. So instead of when you make your envelopes, folding them so you've got your largest flap on the side, this is actually giving your largest flap on the top. And look how well it matches, because we've used one of the little book pages to dress the top. So we've got a card there that from the outside to the inside all works so perfectly together. So you can be doing that. We've got some envelopes here where we've made them from our bright white papers, and then we've dressed them up with the gorgeous papers just for the inside. So if you've got lots of our bright white envelopes, this is a way that you can enhance and sort of shape them up. We've got some DL envelopes here, and we've used some of our stickables to be able to make gorgeous little labels that you could be handwriting your fonts on. Again, another one there where we've created a gorgeous little inlay for your white envelopes. What else have we got in here? There's just so many, but look how fun they are when they're all together. I absolutely love them. This one here for grandma, you could be using your brand new relative dies to be able to create things for these beautiful designs. They're just so fun, aren't they? Really, really nice. Got one there for Anne-Marie. And then another one here where the little book has been used on the front of the page, and also in the card, because again you do get 6 pages, so for dressing your envelopes and making coordinating cards, your little books are going to be essential. And then I have to show you, because we're going to have to go put it in the fridge, I think. Look at this. This is what Amy has created. And do you know what's really funny is that because I launched this on Hobby Maker on Tuesday, I've still not put together the words to explain what I mean with one of these. What is it that you buy at Christmas with chocolates in? It's not an advent calendar. Selection box.
Oh, a selection box.
Lisa, I was so close then to getting it by myself. But yeah, it's a lovely little selection box that you can make for all the family. And when we open this up as well, you're going to be able to see those fantastic wax seals. So this has been created with the fantastic envelope making papers, and when we open all of these up, I'll take them from this side because I'm not sure how well they've travelled. I think they're all together, you know. You've got enough space in these to be able to put your full 120 gram chocolate bars in there, and I think you'd even fit in those extra large ones, because I went for some of the skinnier ones here because I wasn't sure about what sizes I need to get. But if you're making selection boxes, and like me, I mean, the cost of this chocolate is probably the cost of 2 selection boxes.
Yeah.
But this is going to be special because you'll have handmade it yourself. It fits 4 in there. It folds up flat like this, and then you could decorate them with all the kids' names on. It would be super, super cute. A lot of the projects in this book as well also use our A3 cardstock, which you can get available on the website as well. But I absolutely love this. It's so cool. Honestly, I'm definitely making at least 4 of these for all of my nephews.
5 because there's me.
Okay, 5 because there's Stacey. I'll make her one as well. But super, super fun. Absolutely adorable. That is in the project making book, and you can be making that at home as well with all of these fantastic designs. But I know what you're here to see. You're here to see Stacey's amazing demo. So let's see how well she can make an envelope.
Let's see how well I've practiced. Okay, so I'm going to do the very, very basics for the first section. So we're going to do a square envelope. We're also going to do a rectangular envelope, and then I'm going to show you how to make it into a box envelope as well.
Nice.
So let's do the square envelope. So on this page, you've got like a little table here, and it tells you what card size. So say we want to do a 6x6. It tells you the starting size of paper, which is 10 by 10 inches, and then it says mark each side at 5 inches. So let's follow that one.
Hopefully you've got a pencil as well, because
I
for some reason, just didn't take a pencil. So I was struggling.
I use a white pen.
I use a white gel pen.
Alcohol marker or something.
Yeah, I use a white gel pen, and then I also realised that you weren't going to be able to see my white gel pen on my white pages. So yes, I had to steal a pen off the set to be able to finish off what I was doing.
So we're going with 10 by 10 inches, just using our trimmer. And don't get rid of these bits. These are great for like border strips or panels on your cards.
Yeah.
So don't get rid of them. Keep them. Okay, let's move this out the way. Right, and I'm going to turn this over just so then I can work on the back of it. I can see the pencil lines a bit more. So we've got our scoreboard, and it's on the inches side, and it says that we need to score each side at 5 inches. So make sure that it's in the corner, and then you're going to make a mark. Now you want quite a long mark,
Yeah.
and it will make sense. So I usually do about a good centimetre, if not a bit more. So then you can do the same here, and then you can turn it round. Do the same thing again. 5.
You sure it was 5? Double check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just checking, because I've done it.
Oh look, you.
I know, but I don't want it to go. I don't want it to go wrong for you, sis.
Yep. Look, I'm gonna get it out. We're doing a 6x6 card, 10 by 10, 5 inches.
Okay.
She's stressing me out. Okay, so this is really, really great. I love this. I've not actually seen this before. So you've got the notch side, and then you've got the corner side. So we need to use the notch side first. And I would do it so then this part of it is facing you so you can see it. Because what you want to do is insert it, and that line, I'm hoping if I do that, you'll be able to see that you can line up your pencil mark with the centre of that channel, yeah. Make sure that it's like butted up to either edge.
Yeah.
And then it creates this. Look how cool that is. So this is where you need that line a little bit longer, because we are going to use those again. So let's go around and just do them all.
Good morning to everyone who's joining us this morning. Lots of people in with us this morning, staying inside because that humidity out there today. Oh,
I know.
It is strong.
So you get all your bits at the end, just pop them to one side, and then before I score it, I'm actually going to round the corners. You can do this afterwards if you want to. So you just put it in. Now, mine is a little bit temperamental because I think it's been used lots of times. Make sure that it's flush with both sides there, and then just press it down, and you've got a lovely cornered edge.
I think it's so nice that you've got this corner section as well,
know.
because it just adds to the luxury of your envelopes.
What it is I don't think it goes. I think there's something in it, you know.
Is it something stuck?
Yeah.
Should I go see if I can find mine?
It's all right. You just have to like wiggle it around a little bit. Probably just needs a bit of
Pass it
TLC.
here, and I'll see if I can get it out while you're doing the next steps.
It has cut it. It's just like not cut it all the way through. Okay, so in the book it says that you need to mark the centre, so that where it says 0, you need to mark that. You don't have to if you don't want to mark it. What you do is you get your scoring tool, pull it all the way down, don't let go, so then you can bring it back up and align it with one of the pencil marks. Then the top mark you're going to align with the 0,
Mhm.
and then you're just going to score down, and then you're going to do that all the way around. So again, 0, pull it down,
cat in my ear on Tuesday was going, why does she keep doing that?
I know,
So
it
there's
does
a
look a bit odd when
reason.
you...
It does look a bit strange, but you just need to make sure that that line is perfectly aligned up. And then, like Stacey says, keep those little lines on your paper because that's going to help you with lining up to make sure that the corners are dead central in those little notches.
That's not straight, but... So then we'll fold this using your score tool.
You can see how easily this is coming together already now, can't you?
And there is your square envelope. And obviously
I love that.
you would glue it here,
Yeah.
glue it here, so then you've got that nice opening here.
Yeah.
And then you're done.
You are
So let's
done.
do the rectangular one because it's slightly different.
I think the rectangular one is slightly more confusing as well.
Yeah, so I had to do a test run because I wasn't quite sure what this bit meant. So this bit says, for these envelopes, only mark the top and left edge, as it states in the chart, then turn the page 180 degrees
Yeah.
and mark the bottom and the other side edge. Now, when I started, I was using a ruler,
Oh,
and
no.
I was like, I don't understand what this means.
No.
Use just this, where this instruction is, use your scoreboard,
Yeah.
and it will make sense then.
And it makes sense to use your scoreboard to measure it as well because
You've already got it out.
You've already got it out. It's
Yeah.
so much easier, and you do need obviously that left-hand marking and the top edge of your scoreboard to be able to get these correctly.
So let's make an 8x4, well, an envelope for an 8x4. So we need 9 3/4 by 9 3/4. So let's just start with that first.
Have any of you made envelopes before with our envelope making papers and our collection? How easy have you found the books to be able to use? It is really nice. We've got Faith's message to say, please, 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 could we have a set of these papers based on the Peacock Garden collection? They would be gorgeous for so many projects. That's a nice idea, isn't it? Doing an envelope making collection with your topper collections.
Yeah, that is good.
We can definitely
Put that towards the
set that to the team and see if that's something that we could do in the future.
Okay, so it says mark each side at 6 1/4. So, yeah. Turn it over. No, because I need to do that.
Why are you doing it? What does it say?
6 1/4.
Yeah,
And 6 1/4.
yeah. And then turn your paper 180 degrees, so
Yeah.
twice.
6 1/4
Yeah,
and 6 1/4.
there you go. And you can already see
If I turn
that
it this way, you
your
can see.
points will create a rectangle this
Yeah.
time.
So I would do it on the back so then you can see it really easily.
Yeah,
But yeah, so you're doing it there and there, then turn it all the way over 180 degrees and do it there and there.
mhm.
That's, yeah.
So you got to turn it twice. So just make sure that when you do it, you turn it twice. So if you turn
No.
it once, you've already got one
Oh,
marking.
you mean 180?
Yeah.
You're not turning it 90, you're turning
No.
it 180.
Got to do it twice.
Yeah. Okay, where's my punch tool? There. So notches, again, facing me, going in, getting that channel.
Viv says this is so much simpler than other popular companies' envelope making. This is going in my basket, I reckon. Honestly, this is so easy to use because the thought of trying to make your own envelopes is daunting. The thought of having to do it myself is something that really scares me. So the fact that I don't have to do that anymore because I've got this really handy guide that is going to be able to show me exactly how to make this is fantastic.
And then just get rid of all those bits. So we've got this again and we're going to do exactly the same thing. So come down the centre, find it at the bottom, then line it at the top, and then just score down. And then again. And then obviously you can mark. I think I've got mine marked at home But I know that not everybody likes to mark
No.
their...
It's completely down to choice, isn't it? And having that
Yeah.
centre point marked is good in some cases, but I'm not a person that marks mine. Rachel in the office, she's absolutely crazy. She has marks at every inch.
Oh, no.
She has all her inches marked out.
So let's fold these. Okay, and then to finish this off, what you need to do is bring this over and mark where these meet.
Yeah.
And then all you're going to do is trim that off, and what it creates is this sort of effect. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think for this envelope as well, you also need to trim the top, because otherwise your top's going to be longer.
No, the top's alright.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, a little bit over.
A little bit longer.
Might be able to just trim it off. I think it does say in the instructions to trim it,
Okay. Well,
but it's down to you.
what I'm going to do, the reason why I haven't trimmed it is because we're going to have to turn this into a box.
No, a box.
A box envelope.
Oh, she's getting fancy.
Because I thought, well, it's really easy to show you this.
Yeah.
But how do you transform this into a box envelope?
Well, that's why we need to know this, Stacey, because lots of people always comment and say, "What do I do with my decoupage? What do I do with cards that have got lots of height on? Maybe I've been using my 4mm foam pads, and if I have been using my 4mm foam pads, how do we make our envelopes even bigger?"
So for this, all you need to do, pull it back on the channel where you've got the centre.
Yep.
And then go over like 1 notch or 2 notches actually.
You can do it as and you can do it up to 1/2 inch when you're making your box envelopes.
Yeah, so you can go up to here.
Yeah. So your
So we're just going 1/4 for this one, and it'll make sense later.
But if you do
in
want
the
those larger
show.
envelopes, you can go up to 1/2 inch. We've got the enough space in the sizes that when you put it together, it will hold. You will need to use your red line tape because it does get a little bit thin on the sides, but these measurements can go up to that height.
And then last one. So then when we fold this, we've now got a little box envelope.
It's so clever, isn't it?
It's really clever. I genuinely, obviously never done this before until today. And it was so easy to do. I thought it was much harder than this. Like, you know, when you watch people do it.
Yeah. Like you need to add more to the sides of your envelope to be able to fit it in or something like that.
I just thought there was going to be loads of maths involved, and maths is, I don't enjoy maths.
You don't need to do any maths because it's all done for you.
So then the centre point is still the same, so we can just trim that off.
And there's lots of things you can use to stick your papers together at this point as well. So whether you want to be using your red line and tape, whether you want to be using construction glue, or if you want to use your tape runners as well, they will be able to hold your envelopes together really well. If it's a box envelope, I think I would definitely recommend like your construction glue or red line and tape, but it works really, really well.
So then when this comes together, let me just fold that down so you can see, it creates that box envelope, and you've got that nice little
So nice
as well. But then when you fold this down, this is perfect, which is why I didn't trim
it's
this
going to
off.
fit.
Yeah.
Nice, Stace.
So then I'm going to put this together for my next section. So do you want to...
Should we do the next bit?
We should do the next bit, yeah.
Okay, so let's get on to that bit. We've got some more envelope making papers for you, and like I said, we've had these around for quite a while now. These came out with our first envelope making book that we did. These are our envelope making papers essential collection, and we have lots of fun patterns in here. So you'll see we've got the beautiful clouded watermark design. You've got that beautiful sort of like really delicate floral image there. This one's beautiful, has that really nice sort of French chic to it. We've got the all over star print, which is gorgeous. You've got those gold stars everywhere. We've got this one as well, which is very, very glamorous, perfect for Art Deco collections actually, with the nice little sort of mottled effect you've got on there. We've got this one that has your love hearts on it and your little polka dots. You are also going to get your newspaper design. We've got a gorgeous detailed damask pattern there as well. Another one that would work well with your an Art Deco collection. And then we've also got this beautiful paisley, which is one of my favourite designs. Very William Morris, that design that we've got there for you. $14.99 if you want to get your hands on those everyday ones. It's definitely something I'd be getting that collection today and adding in these papers. Now, if you love the thought of jazzy envelopes, but you also want to be able to have lots of white papers, I've got something for you which will allow you to make 96 envelopes for £14.99. I think this makes it something crazy like 15 pence an envelope or something, but we can redo the maths on that. 96. And these are your 12.5 by 12.5 inch papers. They are your bright white selection, and you're getting 96 sheets approximately. It is incredible. So the exact same price, but white papers, meaning we've been able to give you more in there. So you can still make all of the incredible envelopes and your box envelopes, but you've got it in the fantastic bright white. This is going to be great for if you want to stamp on your envelopes as well and like draw little images. Now, one thing that we brought on Tuesday as well, which sold out instantly, we had to add more stock, is the phenomenal, Stacey, this is such a clever idea, Christmas wax seal die set. I think we need an everyday one.
I think we do. Yeah.
I think we need an everyday one.
Yeah, I'll get on that.
Now, the way that this die has been designed, and I'll show you the back very quickly because you'll be able to see it says all of the different layers on it. So you've got the layer 1, layer 2 and layer 3 up here, and these cut out these sections which you can then stick on top of each other, and I'll try and get super close so you can see. On one of these panels here, we've actually stuck, I think it's the one with the present inside, we've got one of each layer. But on the other side where you've got that star, we've actually cut this out twice every single layer. So that's doubled up to 6. So you've got more height and depth on that. You're also going to get all of these icons, which you can then stick in the center of your wax seal to create that faux look. You can be doing this from lots of different colored cardstock. You could be watercoloring on top of this as well to give it lots of different colors and designs. You could be going in with sort of like your heat embossing on the middle sections as well, just to make it look like you've gone in with like a gold gel pen. Yeah. That would look really cool. Cutting them from parchment, cutting them from Matastic, glitter card, it all looks fantastic. But this is a brand new die set. It's our faux wax seals, £14.99 to get your hands on this, and it was so popular when we brought this on Hobby Maker. It actually sold out twice in the day. So if you want to get your hands on that, we are quite limited for stock, so don't miss out, because a lot of our stamp dies that we brought recently, Stacey, we just can't keep them in.
I know, we had this conversation on Tuesday, and I had stress on Tuesday as well. There's just a lot of stress around die stock at the moment.
Yeah, we just, you guys are just loving it far too much, and we're trying our very best to haggle to be able to order more stuff. But then it comes to it, you sell it out and we have to order it anyway and then wait. But I think this might be one thing that we reorder, but we'll see how today goes.
It's definitely a long-term product anyway.
Yeah.
So even if it does sell out, I'm pretty sure that we'll get it back in.
But an everyday collection, how fun would that be? You can also use this for lots of different occasions, of course, because you don't have to use the icons that you get included. Of course, your bells would work perfect for like wedding cards and occasions. However, I was thinking that if you just printed onto some cardstock a monogram or an image or something like that, you could make it fit the center of this little coin. So you could circumference, you could measure that and make sure it fit within there, and then you could print it out, and then you could use this die to cut over it all, and then put your other dies on top, and then you've got really cool ideas there. Your
relative sentiments that we've just done, if you just trying to get one off. So if you've got like girlfriend, for example, you've got the G, you could cut that multiple times. Just cut the G off, and then you've got your... You've
just got a nice little G monogram.
Yeah, but then you can obviously match it to the actual name as well. So you can put the name on the front, and then you can put the matching G in the
inside it.
in
I
the
like
seal.
that.
Yeah, so you've got everything matching then.
That's a good idea. I would never have thought to do that. I'll be stealing that one, Stacey. So if you want to get your hands on that, don't miss out on your chance to do that. Stacey is going to show us how we can use it. But before we do, let me show you some examples of how we've used it as well. We made this one on Hobby Maker, so we've used this with our gorgeous green card, and then I just used the red just to showcase that beautiful detailing. I've got some other cards as well. They don't all use the wax seal, but this one shows you how you can use your fantastic dies with your collection. Now, if you want to get your hands on these dies, you need to be tuning in on Monday's show, because these dies are launching on Monday. So a little sneak peek there. But how fancy do they look on sort of like the edge of your envelopes? Then we've got some other of our really cool projects from the handbook that we created. So this one I thought was perfect for if you are gifting the gift of, say, like tickets or something that isn't really a special gift that you can open, then this is a fun way of doing it. So we've got a box envelope here. Now this has been made from Ink Me cardstock, so it's a little bit more substantial. And then when you open it out, you've got all of these handy little sort of like scrapbook pages. So I've dressed this up with our die cut pad so you can see that. And then inside here, we've got the little message from our Trimmy insert pad. So this one says, today's your birthday, celebrate in style, have fun, create memories to look back on and smile. And then in the back of that, it could be a gift. It could be a gift
It could be
gift card.
Gift card. It could be like a printout for a voucher.
Yeah, it could be tickets for a
could be
concert.
money, just cash. I know
Anything.
that's a thing, still a thing. You know?
Yeah, just making it a bit more fun. We've obviously got this little envelope here as well, which pulls out. So you've got another detail in there that you could add a little message to, maybe some photographs. And then you've got this really tiny one as well here, the 2.5 by 2.5 one. So you've got all of those within one of your larger 7x7 envelopes. So that's really cute. I love this that Amy made as well.
That box as well. The little tiny envelope would look really nice, you know, for a wedding.
Yeah.
When you give like is it a 2 pence? Or you give a penny or something like that you're supposed to put in your shoe for good luck.
It's supposed to be a...
But yeah, that sort of size
yeah,
envelope would be really nice. And then you could put something blue in something else.
Yeah, that would be
cute. And then
cute.
you put something borrowed in the other envelope.
I like that idea.
How cute would that be?
That is very, very cool. I love this one that Amy did as well, and the instructions are in the book to how to make this one. But this is like a little carousel. So when you open it up, you can tie this together here, and it opens out into this fantastic star, which then has not only envelopes but little images on. So this is so cool, and I would love this for like any type of memories. Look how detailed it is on the inside. So you've got all of this fantastic sort of like detailing in the actual center of it, and then each page has images on, and they all have little envelopes on, and then you can pop out these little images.
So
again,
cute.
This could be a photograph, and then it could be like a ticket from the day, or like memories that you've written down to be able to remember all of those times. It's a really nice keepsake and perfect for like presents, especially those sort of like handmade presents that people are really going to treasure. And I love the fact that you can sort of like then you could either have it as like an ornament that you have out, or then you can obviously fold it back together and tie it up, so anything that you've got in there isn't damaged. So we've got that one for you, which is super, super cute. And then we've got another sort of like book one that I have created. And this one opens like a book. However, we have done it so it drops out like this. And then we've got all of these different envelopes in here. Now you can put as many envelopes in this section as you possibly want. You can also make this as big or as small as you want with all your different envelopes. And then all of these envelopes here have got little destinations on. And then they've got all of our photographs from when we visited those places when we were in America. Oh, what's just fallen out? Los Angeles. It's all right, don't worry, I'll put it back. We've got San Francisco in there, we've got Vegas, and then finishing off with my birthday Grand Canyon trip, which was very, very cool. So lots of different ways in which you can use your envelopes to be able to create these sort of like memory books and boxes and like ornamental elements that you can like gift or keep in the house. And I love the thought of these sort of like pictures. And I remember when two of my best friends got engaged as well. I made like a little scrapbook with loads of pictures from like them from way back when, and then on the last page it had a little like cutout with some ribbon, and the engagement ring was actually tied in there. So he took it to the beach in America, one of her favourite beaches, and then gave it to her, and she was like looking through this scrapbook and then in the back. So you could do the same type of thing with this if you were like creating it for someone in that way. It's really, really special. So make sure you're not missing out on the chance to get that book, because all the instructions on how to make these incredible things are in there. We've got one more thing. Sorry, Stace.
No, you're all right.
High tack tape. It's an essential. I've lost it. This is our mega bag, so you're going to get 10 rolls in here. You're going to get 5 rolls of your 3mm and 5 rolls of your 6mm red liner tape in here. Absolutely essential when you're making your envelopes and your box envelopes. Okay, back to you, Stace.
Okay, so I've made that box envelope up, and before the show I also made 2 more envelopes, but this time with these 2 they open at the top. So you can just see it's exactly the same measurements.
Yep.
It's just the way that they're put together. So I've still cut off that edge, so we've got that centre point, but it just opens at the top. So we've got 3 altogether. And I thought I would do a bit of a 2-parter.
Yeah.
Bit of 2-part demo. We're going to make like a little fold-out box. So similar to Amy's box,
Yes.
but a slightly different format.
Nice.
Because obviously you can follow the instructions in the book for Amy's.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd do something a bit different.
Nice.
So I've got 2 sheets of our A3 Ink Me. Now on your first one, we are going to cut this down to 26 by 22 centimetres. Now I don't usually work in centimetres, but that's just how I did it, and we're not doing it any other way because it was
We're going to make it work.
It was hard enough working this out. So 26 centimetres by 22 centimetres. So that's our first piece. Now our second piece needs to be 420, which is the length of it anyway, by 22 centimetres. Now I obviously can't fit this in, so we're going to cut it after I've scored it.
I think that's always a good point to make as well. Put your scores in first to some of these pieces, and then cut it down. It's the same with the like wedding envelope design that I've done like that. One, you could use that for parties as well if you've got lots of different information you need to give to people. You can do it that way.
So let's turn around, and we're on our centimetre side on our board, and on our smaller piece, make sure that it's at the 26 mark for the width, and then we're going to score at 12 and then at 14. So that's the first piece, and then on the larger piece, again, the longer side at the top, we're going to score at 12, going all the way down. We're going to score at 15.
I'm so excited to see how this comes together.
Then 20, I'm just checking my thing, 27. Now you need to score at 30. But when I did it the other day, it kind of didn't score properly.
Yeah.
So what I did was turn it around and score it at 12. And then let's fold all these, and then we can cut this down.
This doesn't look cool.
And then what you want to do after this section is choose some of your envelope papers. Like choose...
Can you choose different ones, or would you choose the same one?
The same one.
Okay.
So you probably, I think I used 2 sheets because you need to cover like the whole of both sides, if that makes sense. I will show you. So pinch those. And then while we've got this one out, let's just cut this down. So I might need to go there, and then we need to cut this down to 22 centimetres like the other one. Now you are going through 2 lots of cardstock, so you might have to just go through a few times. And then let's just fold this one.
I love the fact as well as I can't even speak. As well as well, we've not just got the standard sizes of envelopes in the
we've got
handbook.
different ones.
We've also got different ones, so we've got like smaller sizes that you might use. We've got that sort of A7 size as well, which isn't that much of a standard size envelope. These envelopes as well that you've got here, these aren't sort of like it's like a DL envelope but wider, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is for an 8x4. So I'm trying to think what size that, because a DL is 99 by 210.
Because we've got the very thin envelope as well that we've got in there.
Right. So in centimetres it is just over 11 centimetres, so it'll fit it in that way. Yeah, it will just about fit in a DL.
Yeah.
It's just the height. So
the height is just a little bit different.
The height will probably just butt up right up to the scoreline. But
oh, okay.
if you are just doing a flat envelope, then you'll have probably plenty of room. Okay, so then what you're going to do is take some of your envelope making papers and cover all of these just on one side. And then I've already done that because I needed the glue to dry. And you get this. So you don't need to cover this section, because what we're going to do is stick these together like this. So I think this is a full sheet. Let me just get one so I can check. I think this is a full width. Yeah. So you can just use the full width at 22 centimetres high. You won't have enough left over, so you will need 2 sheets to cover both pieces. And then we're going to stick these together. So let's just move these ones out of the way. And then I can show you what exactly it's going to start looking like. So I'm going to go in with red liner tape. I would probably use construction glue because obviously I think it's quite chunky ink me.
Yeah.
But for quickness, let's go in. I should have got my my chunky red liner tape, but I'm actually a bit low on red liner. I need to top up.
We've got some comments about all of the fantastic projects we've got in the book, so thank you very much for all of your lovely messages. Karen says, can we get the Trimmy insert books again, please? I just want simple birthday greetings. They're all on the machines. They are all currently in assembly, so they will be coming back in stock very, very shortly. Stay tuned for that.
Is it the Christmas ones that are back in stock?
Yes, but the everyday ones have been done too.
Oh, no.
I know, I was speaking to Sam. They're all back in stock. So Christmas ones went back in stock the other day, but all the essential ones have gone on the machines as well, so they should be on quite soon. It was a 6pence, Stacey.
Oh, 6pence. It was some sort of pence.
We knew it was some money.
Some sort of penny or something. So let's stick that down there. Okay, let's turn this over. Now what you've got is you've got sort of 2 spines that are quite thick, and then you've got another spine here which is thinner. So when you stick all these on here, it then folds.
Oh, it's going to fold in?
No, this way. It then folds like this, and hopefully I've done it right. No. This is why I didn't want to stick them down before I tested it. This way. Definitely this way.
Yeah, she's got the extra space there.
So then that folds onto there.
Nice.
So let's stick that down before we forget where we're at.
I like that. Looks so good.
I thought it was just a slightly different way of doing like the one that Amy did.
Yeah.
But it folds up into like almost like a little purse.
Yeah.
A chunky purse.
It is very cool.
So let's. And you should have enough room as well all the way around, so you've still got enough room to decorate if you want to. I've just left it white. I quite like it with the white edge. And then you've got the different envelope ways of opening as well, which I quite like having the variety.
I just love the different ways in which we can use these envelopes. It's so clever, isn't it? And it's so much fun. And like you said, we see envelopes as just being envelopes.
Yeah, I think
But
like
the amount
I
of
would never have
projects you
made
could
this
do
before today.
is really cool.
It's really nice to try something new. And also how easy it is.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've never made an envelope before today, and
No.
then today I'm making this crazy box.
Envelope with boxes.
Let's just stick that on there.
Very
So
cool.
now this folds here like this, and then what we want is almost like an envelope front.
Yeah.
Now it has curled because I put wet glue on it earlier. It just needs curling back a little bit. So what I would do is find your centre point and then cut here.
Okay.
So we're going to do that. So let's use our craft mat. So it was 22, so it's really easy. So we just need to go 11.
Lots of people loving the demos by Stacey today as well. Lots of love for how well you describe everything.
I don't know where. Have we
What
got
do
a
you
craft
need?
knife? Or should I use my sneaky
No.
Oh, it's alright. I have got a craft
Oh,
knife.
there's one here.
It's just not a
It's not.
purple one.
It should be sharp enough.
We'll give it a
Don't
go.
shout at me if it's not. How
And
long ago
I'll
did you
use
put your
my-
wet glue on there?
I'll use my non-hunky-dory ruler as well. Totally off-brand today. Now, you are going through card and then some paper, so don't worry, just keep going through and it'll just come off really
Nice.
easy. So again,
If you did this before you stuck your pages on, you'd be able to pop this in your trimmer.
yeah, I probably could have put it in the trimmer, it's just I've stuck the envelopes on.
Yeah. So do this step before.
Yeah, I just didn't want to mess up.
You didn't want to cut the wrong side.
I didn't know, I didn't. I
You
really
didn't want to do.
So,
You're very, very.
there you go. So then
You're
we've got
scaring me
this,
then, doing
and
that.
I've not tried it. We're going to try and put it through here and see.
It should definitely work. Pop it through.
I know, but it's been a bit temperamental, mine.
Maybe do it the other way. So lie your punch flat on the desk.
Give it a go. There you go.
Nice.
And
I love that.
is our base. Now, I haven't got any Velcro, so I'm going to stick the glue dots,
Yeah.
because you can reposition them a little bit. I've just done that wrong, but no, do it right, Stacey.
Just take a whole little square.
No, I don't know why I just pulled it off. So let's put that on there. And then let's just put that up. And there you go. So we've already got our box. And you've got all those inside. So you can fill those.
Yeah.
And
Get
then
your
obviously
chocolate in there.
You can open that back up. And it just folds out, and obviously you can decorate inside as well.
Love that.
So our next section, after we've done your bit,
Yeah.
we're going to decorate with our wax seals.
Love this. So much love for that one. Lots of people are saying this screams chocolate slabs.
It does.
Absolutely. Honestly, and they hold really, really well as well. Even made from the paper. We've got in the case that Amy made. This has got 120 grams chocolate bars in there, and that fits and holds really, really nicely. So don't be worried about that extra bit of weight. It is going to work perfectly. Also great for lots of different things. You could use that you've done there to make smaller. You probably need to make them smaller, but you could make one that houses lots of envelopes, and you could have two that hold cards, and you could make it as a little what am I thinking? A
My
notelet
notelet
set.
set,
There we
yeah.
go. Thank you, Lisa. I've definitely not taken my vitamins this morning because my memory's going. My memory is definitely gone. Loads of people loving that idea, Stacey. Right, let's go to the next bit then. And we're going to go through lots of different essentials. Now, I did see some messages earlier on from Tanya about her trimmer. Tanya, please will you message customer service and just get them, just say, I don't know what you can say, just message them about your trimmer and say, Natalie said to email, please forward this to her. I'm going to speak to them and see if we can get you a new trimmer sent out. I'm not sure whether it's the trimmer, I'm not sure if it's the blades, but it's definitely not something that we want you to be trying to manage with for much longer. So we'll try and send you a new one out. But this is our paper trimmer, £21.99 if you want to get your hands on this. It's fantastic because the arm folds out all this way, so you can cut your A3 cardstock down. It's got a bed of 12.5 by 12.5 by 12.5, bed by 12.5. So you can actually fit your envelope making papers straight in here, which is fantastic. You've also then got your measurements on your little arm as well, so all of your inches are on there. You're going to get 2 blades included, and then it's got the handy little carrier hook on the top as well. I love the fact that you've got measurements in the center and on the end, so depending on whether you're making when you've got a long piece of cardstock or your card is a little bit shorter, you can make sure that it's definitely straight within there. But the arm has a really nice lip the whole way across as well, so you can put your cardstock up and it's not gonna move. But we love this trimmer here at Hunky Dory, and it's loved by so many people as well. Got inches and centimeters on it, £21.90, and an essential for anyone who's making their envelopes. Then we've also got your adorable scoreboard on, so we've got both of them for you. We've got the purple, the OG. Again, fantastic scoreboard, award-winning numerous times. It's got inches on one side, centimetres on the other. You've got your box making technology integrated into our scoreboards, so that we don't need to use our brain, we don't need to use maths. You just cut the cardstock down the same size, no need to add any extras. Score it on one side for the lid, score it on one side for the base, and automatically it fits together. You've also got your handy little tool with inside this. So if you'd like your purple one, it's £34.99. Now, if you haven't got it, we've also got the Aqua edition, specially made in those hobby maker colours, £34.99 if you want to get your hands and treat yourself on that one. But today has all been about our envelope making papers, so let's recap that deal that we've got for you, because there are 2 ways to buy it, which I love as well. So the first one is the envelope making collection, which has our essential book and the Christmas papers alongside the tool if you've never had that before. £26.97 to grab your hands on this. Or if you've already got your tool, we can give you this deal, which is absolutely fantastic, £17.98 to get your papers and your book, which makes the book £3. Just around £3 for that book, when you're paying £14.99 for those papers. It's absolutely essential. Remember, we've also got our incredible bright white envelope making papers. There's 96 in that pack for £14.99. We've also got the everyday envelope making papers that you can use for making lots of different things on. And not to forget, because it will sell out, because the way the dyes are going at the moment, they don't even last 24 hours. £14.99 for your faux wax seal envelope die. If you can get it up really nice and close there, you can see how well they look when they are made. So you can make those wax seals perfect every time. There's no throwing them away, there's no wasting all of your wax, because they're going to make the most essential papers. And let me show you some more elements that we have got in that handbook for you. We've got the fantastic calendar that Amy made. She's also, on this one, which I love, used the wax seal as that sort of centerpiece for all of her numbers to go on. Just stamped using our essential stamp set with that alphabet and numbers, and it looks fantastic with all of the different colours that we've got on there. So you could have that going down the stairs, going down across the chimney, really, really nice. We've also then got your fantastic letters to Santa one there, so you've got the images of the kids doing it. You've also got the letter to Santa, and then you can see you've got the wax seals on that one as well, a nice mix of all of the different papers. We've then got this one, which I think is really, really cool, and you could pop a little gift in here as well. It is your sort of like little place setting. So you could make these, have them on the table, and then it's a box envelope as well, so you've got the space to be able to add like little treats in there for each person that's coming around to your house on Christmas. We've got this really fantastic little book, which is just made from envelopes actually, and these envelopes are sort of stuck together side by side, so you can kind of see, if I show you this way around, that the envelope tops are just stuck on the backs of the other envelopes. So this is 4 together, and then again this one has lots of little lists for Christmas, but this again could be memories, it could be loads of different things, but just another way of being able to use your envelopes to make some really fun elements. So we can fold that back together, and that's going to fold nicely, and again showcasing another one of those wax seals in that gorgeous little gold mirror there. But don't just think about Christmas things. You can be making lots of different projects, including fantastic sort of like open invites. So these ones, I've made a little belly band from some parchment. We've got that gorgeous sort of seal there made out of white, and then this one is like that beautiful sort of wedding envelope. So it's 5 by 7 in size, which is the perfect height for your invitations, and then this little panel here is 5 by 5, so you can pop in all of your little bits and pieces, all of the details that people need to know. These envelopes to buy are so expensive, so it's definitely worth having the measurements for these so that you can make them, or maybe you can help a friend make them. Obviously you can get lots of different cardstock in colours nowadays, so you can make them perfect. They can be shimmery as well, and then just following those measurements you can make these wonderful envelopes. And then I'll have to show you the fantastic box that Amy made as well, because this is so clever. This is just 5 by 7 envelopes that she has made, and then it's been stuck together, and then it opens out and it's huge inside. It's absolutely massive. She's just scored the top a little bit here so it can sit up really nicely. But you've got those sides of your envelopes on here and then on the bottom, and if I show you kind of like the inside, you might be able to see or kind of like work out how you kind of pop that together. A little bit of extra cardstock on the bottom for strength, but that's going to hold loads of things. You get a little wine glass in there, a little bit of miniatures, maybe like a shampoos and different things like that. You could fill it with bath bombs.
You could definitely fit a whole tub of Quality Street in there.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
You could fill it with all sorts of goodies, maybe like little Legos, anything like that. It's really, really cool. Absolutely love it. And again, you can make it from your A3 cardstock, which we have available in our craft. We've got it in white. We've also got it in gold and silver. So have a look on the website. We might be limited. However, I know Sam was making up some stock, so we might be able to add some more to those as well if we do go out of stock. Right, Stace, back to you.
I did ask for the A3 white to be added. So that was added this morning.
Yeah.
So I think there's still limited, so if you do need it, then definitely get on that.
Go grab it.
Yeah, so let's decorate inside this box. So what I've done is got the relative dies that we brought out recently, and we've gone with Daughter on gold. I've gone with the present from our faux wax seals, that's also on gold. And then I thought, I've not actually tried this, I thought that we try the wax seals from parchment. I don't know whether you've tried this, Natalie. Don't know how it's going to look, but we'll see. So you just need your 3 pieces, and then I've also gone with it's a Scallop Dots Nesting Dies Ovals on the parchment. So you need all 3 to be able to create it. Let's cut this off and run this through our machine. Hopefully it's not too wide. If not, we can just trim that down.
Lots of people messaging about envelope making glue. We don't have envelope making glue available, but if you are wanting something to be able to keep your envelopes together, I would definitely recommend using your purple glue stick, because if you just put a tiny little bit on, it will easily open. And the beauty of envelopes as well, isn't it, is if you are gifting your cards to it, people are going to open them anyway, and they're kind of unusable after that. So your purple glue stick will be fantastic to close them up, or also your tape runner. You can use your tape runner on them.
Yeah, the dotty one might work because it's less sticky, if that makes sense.
I know what you mean.
Dots. You could just put a little bit and
on there.
The other thing that you could try is it'll come to me. Oh, if you're not posting, you can just tuck it under.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
you've got that you've cut it off and it's like a proper envelope.
Your
so you
your
can
glue
just
dots
put-
as well, because you can lift
Yeah.
your glue dots up, and obviously they're movable, so if you use glue dot you can do it that way. It is something that we might be looking into, but we haven't yet.
Forgot to put my gold in, so it'll have to go through again anyway. Okay, so look how good it looks in parchment.
Oh, I like that.
So
There's so much
you don't need
detail
the
in
centres,
that.
you can just keep them for everything else.
I'd keep the centres for stamping on. Perfect size.
Let's just put that to one side. Just going to go with the one layer, but I think if I had time I would probably cut two of these, two of each, and then layer it up, just so then it's a little bit thicker, because it is parchment, it is thinner anyway. Let's just cut this centre in it and then we'll put it all together. Now for glue, I use my craft glue pen. I find it easier, but you can use all sorts. You can use your tape runners, you could use your construction glue if you're feeling confident. I am not that confident because I get construction glue everywhere.
It does get quite messy.
You know, I left a bottle in my...
I told you not to do this.
I
Did
know,
it
I
spill
know.
everywhere?
It went everywhere.
I
and
mean, it's satisfactory if it's not stuck to a million different things, and
No,
you can
it-
just pull
it
it out of
did.
the bottom.
I pulled it out and it was stuck to all sorts, but
Oh,
it did
Stacey.
kind of come away from it all, so it hadn't quite set, I don't think. So I won't be doing that.
I
So.
told you needed a dedicated space for
I
your
know.
construction glue. Because
I
if it
know.
does end up going everywhere, it's only that little channel.
I know.
You need to move your anti-static bag and just let it live in that little section there. It needs its own section. It goes everywhere. It doesn't do it all the time. I thought,
No.
I need to check
I
mine actually.
just hadn't put the
you
lid
not put
on
the lid on
properly.
properly? No.
I'd obviously just thrown it in.
It's an
after a demo
easy
or
error.
something.
I mean, I've done it at least 5 times. Kat's done it loads.
Well, when it happened, I obviously don't know what I've done with the construction glue, so I've now not got any construction glue. I don't know where I've put it.
We'll get you some, don't worry.
It
It's
could
something
only
that
be
we still
here
have
or
in
at
stock.
home. I don't know how I've lost it between here and home, but I have. Okay, so let's layer these up first. So what you want to do is the one that is like the full one, that's your base. It has got that lovely debossing on it in the centre, so it's almost like a realistic effect. You then have a slightly thicker one and a slightly thinner one. So you're going to start building it up thicker to thinner. So let's go in with the craft glue, and you only need a tiny bit on this.
Again, you would be able to use your dotty tape runner on this if you wanted
Yeah.
to.
I
It
think
depends
I
what
just-
you're using. I think your white craft glue is best for parchment.
I think I prefer the movement
Mm-hmm.
with this. So what you want to do is line up the design. Now what I do is there's a piece,
It's a little flat edge.
there's like a flat bit here. So I just line that up because it's the easiest thing to find. I'm saying that, but I can't find it now.
I think you've just gone past it.
Yeah, it is. Oh, there it is. There. So,
This looks so good in parchment.
I've still managed to get glue everywhere. I'm just not a glue person, I don't think. So, you know what? That's a bit much. I'm just
I
gonna...
wonder how many people are going to be ordering their envelope making books and papers today.
Well, let us know if
I
you
know.
are. So you're going to layer that up, and it creates like almost a seal. So it goes inwards in the centre.
It's very
And then
nice.
I'm going to use that gold. I'm going to do this though, because they are thin. into the centre.
Nice.
And then what I've done as well is I've made some out of red Matastic this is, and it with the white ink me in the centres, and you can see a little bit more of the depth on these ones. So if you want more depth, you can cut those out another time, so you have 6 layers altogether. And then let's bring this back in. So the red ones are going to go inside onto these, and I've put the dots on.
I love that in red with the white on. How much does that white stand out?
I know, it's really cool, doesn't it?
Really nice.
So I've just put it on the top rather than the centre, so then I can actually put it on and it'll still lift. So like this one is
Love
still,
that.
yeah.
This is so cool.
And this is going on to here.
Jan's in. She's ordered the book, the papers and the die. That die is definitely getting popped in people's baskets.
Let's pop another one of these on. Go at the top again. So you've got that faux wax
I
seal,
love that in parchment.
and you've got that that like almost like see-through.
That looks so good.
How cool is
Do you know when you see like people use like the clear glue and like
Yeah.
pop like glitter in and stuff like that? That's what that reminds me of.
Let's bring our dotty tape runner in. Just going to go around the side. So we've got a label.
Your loads of your dies are going to work really well for address labels. I'm thinking all of your laced edge ones, Stace.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm thinking your dotty ones, your stitched ones.
I wanted the stitch ones, but this is the one that I found first, so we went with this. But I didn't want it to kind of take away from the papers, so it just mutes it down a little bit, and then you can add in
Love that.
your name, so then it
How
actually
cute.
matches. We go that way.
So
you've got
adorable.
the name, and then you've got that matching seal
Love
with
that.
the gold, and then you've got the insides as well.
So good. So good. Really incredible demos today, Stacey. There's so much love from everyone on here. Caroline says, is the A3 cardstock good for the envelopes, please? You can use your A3 cardstock for the envelopes, however you can't make 8 by 8 from your A3. You do need 12.5 by 12.5 to be able to do that. But yeah, you can use any of your A3 cardstock if you're wanting to make them a bit more substantial. Maybe if you're putting heavier things in, or if you're using your decoupage as well, so you've got that sort of like weight there. Loads of love for your demos, Stacey. Loads of people loving the way that you've used the parchment as well. So thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
You can
Thank
come
you for
again
having
next
me.
week. I don't know. I don't think it is next week that you're coming again.
No, I
is
am
it?
in next
Oh,
week,
you
but
are
I'm
in
not
next week, but
demoing
you're not
next week.
demoing, are you?
No. I'm taking the back seat next week.
She's over here next week. That's all we have time for today, but I do have to let you know before we go that Amy is at Hobby Maker today, so you can catch her at 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. At 2 p.m. she has a brand new Festive Decadence collection. It is our beautiful Art Deco Christmas collection, and it is stunning. You are going to love it. And then at 4 p.m, do you remember those fantastic card blanks that Kat thought of with the foiling already on the edges, so that we don't need to add foil to our cards? They're back in stock, so she's going to be bringing them at 4 p.m. as well, so don't miss your opportunity to grab them. And then next up here, it's going to be Friday tomorrow, and we are bringing you that Festive Decadence collection. It's going to be myself and Amy for that one, so make sure you tune in. I'm not sure who's going to be in the demonstration station. We're going to see how we feel. It might be me, it might be Amy, who knows? But we'll see you again tomorrow for another show.